A warm welcome to the English class. Okay. So today we will read the lesson, that is everything I need to know I learned in the forest. The fourth one, everything I need to know I learned in the forest. By Vandana Shiva. Ready? So last class, and his idea of this, you are going to read this lesson as a chapter wise, or the unit wise, or the article wise. Okay. So first is about the Chipko movement. You might know about the Chipko movement. Get it? So here, what are the pre-reading activities? Have you heard of Chipko movement? Do you know about it? About Chipko? I think you all know about the Chipko movement very well. What is its significance? And next, what was the role played by women in this movement? A very important role was played by the woman for this movement. So, last class I told that actually this Chipko movement was started in the year 1927 by Sundarlal Bahuguna, and during 1980 the government has banned, means they ordered the rule not cutting the trees. They banned about this one and banned the felling of trees. Okay. There from 1980 onwards till today it was a continuous process of the Chipko movement. Okay. Now let's see this. First chapter today I am going to learn only about I am going to read, and you are going to learn only about the first part of this lesson. That is what is about Chipko movement. I will read slow. Please take the textbook and I will explain it. Yesterday I have given the difficult words there on the board. I wrote the difficult words. I think hope you can understand this lesson. Well, my ecological journey, my ecological, environmental, understanding the nature. My means here, not I, not you. That is what it is Vandana Shiva. So, my ecological journey, understanding the nature of our journey, it started, where it started, her interest, her studying of the nature, her studying of the Bhujan Vandana Shiva, studying of nature. Where it started in the forest of Himalaya. Still lives in Himalaya. Okay, started in the forest of Himalaya. My father, her father was a forest conservator. Her father was a forest protector. And my mother became a farmer, and her mother, she became a farmer. She was a farmer when after fleeing the tragic partition of India and Pakistan. At the time of India and Pakistan, after that one action took place, her mother became a farmer. And then it is from the Himalayan forest and ecosystem environment that I learned most of what I know about ecology. She got a lot of knowledge of ecology, knowledge of environment, knowledge of nature. And then why? Because again she took a lot of interest in understanding this forest, because the songs and poems our mother composed for us, her mother has got another habit of writing poems, and she used to write the poems of forest, nature, composed for us, are about trees, forest, and India's forest civilization. Her one topic, she used to write poems of forests. Again, what is trees and India's forest civilization. And whatever you have about civilization, the same civilization is there in the forest. Okay. And now, my involvement. Next, go further. That is moose. My involvement, her involvement in the contemporary ecological movement began with Chipko. She also took a lot of interest and participate in the Chipko movement. A movement. What is the movement? It is a non-violent response to the large-scale deforestation. Non-violent movement. But to stand against the deforestation. Deforestation means destroying the forest by cutting the trees. What is it? And large scale deforestation. Large scale. Not only one or two. They used to cut the 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 at once. Get it that one? So, large scale deforestation that was taking place in the Himalayan region. Here this one deforestation used to take place in the Himalayan region. Okay, now go for the next paragraph. In the 1970s, what happened now? A peasant woman, farmer woman from my region, her area, in the Garhwal Himalaya. What is the place of that one? Garhwal. Name of the place is Garhwal, Himalayan region, had come out in the defense of the forest. most of the women of that village, they came out of the house to stand against this one deforestation, to make a protection of the forest. And then logging, how they did the work, what kind of work was done by these people. Logging is cutting the trees, had led to landslide. If you cut the trees, there are very bad results they used to face. What are those bad results if you cut the tree? What happened? Had led the results of landslides and floods. Landslides means making that earth become to lose. A flood and scarcity of water. Scarcity means not having much water. And then fodder. Fodder means food for animals and fuel. Whatever you can get in the forest, fuel. Because in olden days, they have got a hearth, okay? For hearth, we need a dry wood. And whatever the dead materials they find in the forest, the woman has to go to the forest and they have to bring the bundle of the dry wood and they can use at home for doing the preparing the foods. And fuel. Since women provide these basic needs, which was whose responsibility it was? It was the responsibility of the woman of that house. Since women provide these basic needs, the scarcity means longer walks for collecting water and firewood and a heavier burden. So they have to walk a longer distance to bring the wood, even also the water, and that become very burden for the woman to bring from that place to house. So woman knew that woman very well understand the importance of the value. What they knew? Knew that the real value of forest was not the timber, not only the wood. The real, what's the importance of forest? Not only getting the wood, but from the dead tree, whatever they get from the dead tree, that one, it is not one, but the springs and streams. Because of this, all this forest, you have got the streams, you have got the water, food for their cattle, food for the animals, and fuel for their herds. And it is possible for them to give a fuels for their herds. The woman declared that they would hug the trees. What they declared? At the time of Chipko movement, they would hug the trees. Hugging means upward. They would hug the trees and the loggers would have to kill them before killing the trees. And what was their formula? Their intention, the loggers, when they hug the trees, before killing the tree, they have to kill the woman or the man, people. So, they used to sing a song, folk song. You have got a very beautiful folk songs in Kannada language also, Marathi language also. A very fine, very beautiful one. Okay, here is one English, that one translated into English. These beautiful oaks and rhododendrons. Oaks means big trees and rhododendrons means bush type of tree that you can find in the forest. What? These beautiful oaks and rhododendrons, they give us cool water. What they give us? They give us a cool water. And then don't cut these trees. We have to keep them alive. These are some folk songs they used to sing a song at the time of Chipko movement. Okay then, in 1973, what happened? I had gone to visit my favorite forest and swim in my favorite streams before having for Canada to do my PhD. Then so before flying to the Canada to do the PhD, she had lot of experience in the forest. She used to swim in her streams. But when she came back from Canada, what she came to know, but the forests were gone. All these forests were gone because of that one cutting the trees, and the stream was reduced to a trickle. There where she swim, Vandana Shiva. That was the stream. What is? We don't find any water there. No stream, only trickle. Trickle means drop. Yesterday I forgot to give that one. Try this one. Trickle means drop was water. And then I decided to become first in there. Now what she decided? Vandana Shiva. I decided to become a volunteer for the Chipko movement, one of the important volunteers for the Chipko movement, and I spent every vacation doing Padayatra. See, she used to go walk to visit each houses. How? Padayatra means walking pilgrim, documenting, making advertising of the deforestation, what are the bad effects of that one, cutting the tree, deforestation, and the work for the forest activists. And she used to give a lot of importance, she used to collect important messages for the forest activists also, and spreading the message of Chipko, and shares the messages of Chipko movement. She used to give a very detailed information to all the people of that one, Garhwala district or the Himalayan region. Okay, here. And then one of the dramatic Chipko action took place in the Himalayan village of Advani in 1977. While this work was, the Chipko movement was in began process, there one dramatic action took place. What was the dramatic action? One incident she referred here. When one village woman named, her name was Bachni Devi, okay, and then led resistance against her own husband. She stood against her own husband. Why? Because her husband was mingled in that one. People who used to cut the tree. He has got any other chance. He may got money of doing that work. So against her own husband, who had obtained a contract to cut the trees. He has got a contract to cut the trees. And then when officers arrived, one day they already fixed it. One day the day was fixed that on that day the many of the foresters and such other people they used to come to the forest and cut the trees. And when these women of Garhwala they came to know and what that incident took place. Listen here. When officers arrived at the forest, the woman held up lighted lanterns. Although it was a broad daylight, in the afternoon only, all women had took the lighted lamp, and they bring into with lighted lamp to the forest in the daylight. The foresters asked them to explain. It was actually not night, in the evening also. It was a day, in particular in the afternoon, and the forester asked to explain. The woman replied, "We have come to teach you the forest." The forester asked, why you came to the forest with a lighted lamp? You may ask this question. And what the woman answered? Woman answered that we have come to teach you the forest. Now we all came to the forest to teach you importance of the forest. He retorted. He quickly can answer. Quickly answer for this statement of the woman. What that forester mean person who have got all the content of cutting the trees. What he said? You foolish woman. Yeah, that was. How can you prevent? How can you not understand importance of the tree? How can you understand importance of the tree without felling of those who know the value of the forest? What do you know? When you cut the trees, then only you can understand the importance of the forest or importance of the trees. Because after cutting the trees, you can make even things like benches or such things. Get it? And he said, these are the words of the forest. Again, do you know what forest bears? Do you know what forest gives us? Only good, he said. And then they produce profit, resin and timber. They make us very profit. We become very rich for that. They can produce profit, resin. Resin is a liquid form of the tree. Okay. Resin and a timber and a wood. By using all these things, you become a rich. But he didn't say about any other stream, spring, water, everything. Which one is important? Furnitures, benches, these are important, or you need water, air. This is very important. Okay. And then said, the woman again began to sing back in the chorus. All together began to sing another one, folk song. What is that one? What do the forest bear? These are the words of the folk song. What do the forest bear? According to the forester, what happened? He can produce profit, resin and timber. But according to the woman, what it bears? What do the forest bear? Soil, water and pure air. What it bears? Soil, water and pure air. Sustain the earth and all the bears. It can control the earth and all the other problems. So this is the first about the Chipko. What do you come to know? Here in this first paragraph, you can know about her first third person, like about her father and mother. Next, she had taken interest in the Chipko movement, like that. And then she also one folk song comes in with that. And after that, her involvement in the Chipko movement. And this one is the one dramatic action. You have to remember these points. Enough to get in the understanding of this, the first small unit of this lesson. Okay, we can continue in the second unit and third unit. I am going to teach in the next.